What's up, buddy, man? It's the Bronco at the Frog coming at you with another reaction video. 7 minutes and 55 seconds. Football conspiracy theories by that man, Ball Culture. Hey, he always drop them 5 videos. Go subscribe to his channel. Go like up the video, man. Get him to 25,000 subscribers. Conspiracy theories. We don't react it to mysterious moments. We don't react it to crazy stories. We don't react it to heated moments. We don't react it to racist moments. I don't think we ever reacted to conspiracy theories. Let's go ahead and dive deeper into the lore that goes deeper, off of the pitch that goes deeper, into the locker room, into the dress room, into their personal life, into the shady side of things that the public eye cannot see. First up, they got on the thumbnail, Steven Gerrard's missed penalty. That boy out here missing penalties on purpose. Let me find out, Steven. Let's see what go down.
Steven Gerrard's missed penalty. Steven Gerrard is a Liverpool and Premier League legend.
His career highlight, what is it?
Steven Gerrard.
His career highlight is skying a pen just to get Roy Hodgson sacked. Oh, damn. Did he really do that? Just for that? Damn. He must really did not like this Roy Hodgson manager, this Roy Hodgson dude. I seen the video of him skying that penalty, but I could have sworn it was a high-stakes game. Am I correct? Steve, you would do that in a high-stakes game just to get your manager sacked?
Gerard is a Liverpool and Premier League legend, but he wasn't always surrounded by world-class players. And between 2009 and 2013, the club never managed to finish above 6th in the league.
Public knowledge.
Their worst campaign came in 2013.
This is public. He said, remember when Gerard intentionally missed penalty versus Blackburn so Roy Hodgson would get sacked, helping Liverpool in any way he can possible. Happy birthday, legend. Hey, just like Timothy Weah. Punch that boy in the back of his head in the Copa America just so he could get old Greg Berhalter fired to ship us out so we could get the man Posh. Hey, salute to that man, Tim Weah, a true American hero. I understand where Steven is coming from now.
The club never managed to finish above 6th in the league. Their worst campaign came under Roy Hodgson, who was sacked in January 2011 with Liverpool just 4 points clear of the relegation zone. Many believe the final nail in his dismissal came in a game.
To be for real, to Gerard, one of his missions was to get Hodgson shoulder. Yeah, like I say, this is clear mileage, bro. Everybody knew that. He looked at Hodgson, touched his badge, and then missed a goal by a mile. Damn, if I was Hodgson, Steve would have had to see me, bro. We would have been 2 fighting motherfuckers on that pitch or in the locker room, man. Hey, man, that's still shacking somebody's job, bro. That's how they put food on the table, man. And Steven is yanking it from him. He pulled your whole card in front of the world. He looked at you on the bench, eye to eye, and was like, missed that hole. You got sacked and you went down for that third. There's no way you ain't go out swinging, bro. Ain't no way you went out like that after he pulled your whole card in front of the world. You got to get up at his ass. In the locker room, y'all got to duke it out. Do something, bro. I need to look up this man Roy Hodgson career. Where did he go after Liverpool? Because this is nuts.
Blackburn Rovers. Liverpool were 3-1 down when they were awarded a spot kick at Ewood Park. Gerard, an impeccable penalty taker, stepped up. He rubbed the Liverpool badge, looked over at Hodgson, and side-footed the ball over the crossbar. The captain had made it clear, intentionally or not, that a change had to be made. Until this day, many fans believe he did it on purpose.
Teammates don't even care. You see how Buddy just touched his head and just ran off?
Intentionally or not,
see how Buddy
that a change had to be made. Until this day, many fans believe he did it on purpose.
Who are ya? Who are ya? Who are ya?
Hungarian coach Béla Guttmann was appointed Benfica boss in 1959, and in 1961, Benfica beat Barcelona 3-2 to win the European Cup. In 1962, they faced Real Madrid in the final, and once more, they were victorious. Riding high after consecutive European Cups, Guttmann requested a pay rise, but the club refused, and the justifiably angry Hungarian manager reportedly said, "Not in 100 years from now will Benfica ever be a European champion."
Oh, and guess what? Them boys still ain't been champion and not even close, and they not gonna win it in 100 years. So that is y'all fault for not giving Mr. Béla Guttmann or Béla Buttman. Look at the damn YouTube, the YouTube Guttman. They talk about some Guttman. That is y'all fault for not giving Mr. Béla Guttmann his money. Pay these players, man. Play these people.
Now, will Benfica ever be a European champion? Since he made that comment, Benfica have gone 0 for 8 in European finals, leaving their total record at 2 out of 10. To prove that this is only a conspiracy theory, Benfica will have to win a continental trophy before 2062, with the Champions League, Europa League, and Conference League all viable curse breakers.
I mean,
so we'll just have to wait and see how this plays out.
I feel like they could probably get a Conference League. I thought he was just talking about Champions League specifically, but the fact that they still ain't got like a Europa or a Conference, well, didn't they just, I ain't gonna say that. Didn't they just make the Conference League, right? But anyway, the fact that they went 0 for 8, that damn curses. He's still alive. I know he's sitting there. He's probably not. He was pretty old. I know that boy somewhere, you feel me, wherever he is right now, that boy is grinning with the biggest grin on his face. Paulo Dybala conspiracy.
Paulo Dybala conspiracy. There are two theories concerning Paulo Dybala. The first is that he does not exist, and no one has ever actually watched him play. You can check out the original Twitter thread in the description. The more interesting theory is that Dybala is Lionel Scaloni's son from the future, and he can't play because it will create a paradox. Is Lionel Scaloni...
Dybala is a time traveler and Scaloni knows it. He only put him in to save Messi. For me, Dybala is Scaloni's son who came from the future. In this timeline, France won a championship and Messi got injured in the first round. He's there to guide Scaloni and to ensure that Leo doesn't break down. Why doesn't he play? Because it would create a rupture in our timeline and we would disappear. What the
Scaloni's
fuck?
son from the future, and he can't play because it will create a paradox, only intervening at crucial times, like blocking Mbappe's shot and scoring a penalty in the World Cup final.
They say he knew everything. What did he say? He laughed during the anthem before the match started. He knew absolutely everything and what was going to happen. I didn't even realize he was in it. I didn't even know Buddy was Argentinian. I didn't even know he was on that team. I thought that boy was Italian. And
scoring a penalty in the World Cup final. There's some time travel involved for sure. Here's a picture of Menotti and Bilardo talking to Scaloni in the 70s, well before any of them had won the World Cup as managers, and before Scaloni was born in 78. Now obviously this theory is absolute nonsense, but it's fun to indulge from time to time. Lasagna-gate. In May 2006, 10 members of the Tottenham Hotspur squad were struck down with illness on the eve of one of the biggest matches in recent Spurs history.
That's that English food, that UK food, bro. Y'all over there eating slop and beans and putting tuna on jacket potatoes and eating peas for breakfast and bro. UK, bruv. The hell y'all be eating over there, man? This ain't no conspiracy. Y'all boys just need to get y'all eats up. Y'all need to get y'all culinary skills up. Well, I'm specifically talking about England because the UK as a whole, of course, y'all got Gordon Ramsay. But I think that boy is from Scotland, ain't he? That boy ain't from England. Get y'all skills up, boy.
After having a dodgy lasagna for dinner. In their final league game of the season, Spurs only needed to match the result of Arsenal to secure a place in the 2006-07 Champions League. This would be the first time since 1961-62 that Spurs had played in Europe's premier club competition. Without the likes of Michael Carrick, Aaron Lennon and Robbie Keane, Tottenham requested to the Premier League that the game be delayed, but the police would not allow a later kickoff than 5 PM due to crowd concerns.
Damn.
Spurs lost 2-1 to West Ham and finished 5th after failing to match Arsenal's result.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Even if I did have bubble guts and I was a big time player and I didn't feel like playing, I would have just been playing out there in there where boy running on the field, just running all down at my backside. I'm still contributing to goddamn winning this football game. A win is a win. they gonna think it's dirt. Like, you know, you get dirt on your pants, you know, you see the dirt on this kid. If you got dirt by your ass, ain't nobody gotta go think but nothing of it. They just gonna think you like slid on the ground or something like that. But I guess boys ain't got their heart.
Many fans refuse to believe that foul play wasn't involved, from blaming the chef to the Arsenal players who were conveniently staying at the neighbouring Four Seasons hotel. Meanwhile, Jermaine Defoe pointed the finger at his former club. Something has definitely gone on here. One of the West Ham lads has done something to the food. Tests by the Health Protection Agency on the food at the hotel soon proved to be negative for sources of food poisoning, but Spurs fans aren't buying it. Doping.
Of course.
It's a fact that doping...
Of course they ain't buying it, but I ain't gonna lie. Jokes aside, I do think somebody definitely tainted that food, especially if it was one person, like, okay, 2 people, okay, but there was like a list of 8 people, 10 people. Yeah, somebody got something to do with that food now, and there was a genuinely calculated move to make sure that them boys wasn't ready to play, and it ended up working too, unpunished. Doping.
It's a fact that doping takes place in football.
Oh yeah.
But it seems like a lot of the time it flies under the radar.
Bro, everybody dope. Any footballer you see with like a sunken in face and a bony face, like, and it's a lot of them. I feel like every footballer got like that. Garnacho got the little sunk in bony face look. Rudiger got the little sunk in, bony face look. Kai Havertz got the sunk in, bony face look. Anthony got the sunk in, bony face look. All them boys is on some type of EPO or PED or doping or something like that for like stamina, for sure.
And because of a lack of concrete evidence, it begins to fall under the conspiracy theory umbrella. Some notable conspiracies include the Russian side in the 2018 World Cup and the South Korean side in the 2002 World Cup, both of which had tournament-leading numbers for distance covered. Then there is Bayern Munich during lockdown, where the team doubled in size, particularly Leon Goretzka, who made this transformation in just 4 months.
What I tell you, look at that sunken. He was already on something, but then now he went from EPO to goddamn steroids. Look at that boy arms. Look at Robert. This man, Robert, looks humongous. He look like he finna go in there and play wide receiver. Look like he finna play tight end on the gridiron. You feel me? The little before and after. Oh, yeah, this is for sure. Ain't no way, oh, it was COVID. We ain't had nothing to do but eat. Like, come on, fool. Nah, you ain't making this. I mean, it's not a crazy jump. Like, I'm used to physiques like this. Actually, you can get that. You can get this without PEDs, bro, because there's a lot of NFL players who got these exact same builds. They just focus more on lifting. In football, you don't have to lift to be good. In NFL, you need that strength or you go get hurt because you get hit every single play. So these physiques is not really that unrealistic to me, but it's just questionable that why would they do it during COVID out of all times, you know? Why would they randomly do it, and especially if they're not necessarily built like this anymore? Y'all let me know if they are.
Particularly Leon Goretzka, who made this transformation in just 4 months. Bribery and corruption. Again, it's a fact that corruption is rampant in football, but it's another area where concrete evidence is lacking, so accusations turn into conspiracies. From hot and cold lottery balls for the knockout draw, to every single World Cup bid ever, it's hard to argue it's a fair game. And there is no better example of this than the 2002 World Cup. Co-host South Korea seemed to have a helping hand during the tournament, which became obvious during their match against Italy in the round of 16. The ill-tempered encounter ended in 9 yellow cards, with 2 of those going to Francesco Totti, whose supposed dive led to a second yellow in extra time. But referee Byron Moreno's worst offence came just moments before, when he ruled out a perfectly legitimate Damiano Tomasi goal for offside. South Korea won the game 2-1, and 9 years later, that same referee was sentenced to 2.5 years in prison for drug trafficking. That same referee was sentenced to 2.5 years in prison for drug trafficking.
Yeah, smuggling cocaine. Hey, you gotta be wary of motherfuckers like this. They ain't scared of nothing.
Extra time.
You think he's scared of football fans? Even if he did take somebody goal, you think he's scared of footballers screaming in his face and footballer fans probably sending him death threats? If he's smuggling drugs, he's obviously dealing with people way scarier than on the goddamn football level. You gotta be wary of characters like this one, bro. I wouldn't mess with him, to be honest with you.
7.5 years in prison for drug trafficking. The 2013
Ballon d'Or.
On the same night, Cristiano Ronaldo scored a hat-trick to fire Portugal through to the World Cup finals in Brazil. FIFA confirmed that the voting procedure for the Ballon d'Or had been extended for another week, and there was also now the option to revise your decision. It was a trophy that many believed Franck Ribery deserved. But in the end, the Frenchman finished 3rd on the podium behind Lionel Messi and the winner Cristiano Ronaldo. Fans believe that FIFA had a long and calculated plan to project Messi and Ronaldo as the 2 faces of the sport, and when Ribery beat them out in the voting, they had to make some changes.
Hey, at the end of the day, it's all about that money. We all know the Ballon d'Or. Apparently, the Ballon d'Or has been a fraudulent award since 2013, so I still don't see how people take that award serious. It's all about money. It's all about propping up certain players over certain people. You know they don't want certain people winning Ballon d'Ors for whatever reason. But, hey, this is y'all award.
Ribery himself claims that the Ballon d'Or was stolen from him.
Go extend it a week.
He was working against forces you just can't beat. Wilfried Zaha's United career. Sir Alex Ferguson's last signing for Manchester United was promising Crystal Palace winger Wilfried Zaha. He had all the tools to succeed, and was featuring heavily in the pre-season under David Moyes, before being mysteriously dropped. This is where the rumour that he had a relationship with Moyes' daughter arose, and it was the reason that he was out of the team. Not many people actually believe the rumour, but it seems Patrice Evra does.
I remember, I think what's real is Kai for Manchester United is when he had this true affair with David Moyes' daughter. But because I remember the pre-season he was playing every game, brilliant. When that news come out of the game, and he disappeared. But what was the player?
Hey, that boy Wilfried Zaha, he's a hooper, bro. He hoops. And look at you getting in the way just because your daughter wanted to meet, bro. Like, don't blame Zaha, blame your daughter. It goes two ways. It ain't like Zaha is like chasing or whatever. They both met in the middle and say that they had a relationship. They didn't say Zaha hit on her. They didn't say he was, this and that. They had a relationship. Mutual. Go at your daughter. Don't take that on Wilfried.
Away kit. It's widely believed that Villarreal and Burnley do not actually have away kits. Villarreal always play in yellow, and Burnley are always in claret. And this is actually almost true. The majority of teams don't use their away or third kits more than a few times each in a season. But obviously, it exists. Trophy heist. In 1983, the original Jules Rimet World Cup trophy was stolen. Until this day, it hasn't been recovered.
Damn.
A banker and football club agent called Sergio Peralta was the mastermind of the theft. Peralta engaged two other men, an ex-police officer called Francisco Rivera and a decorator, Jose Luis Vieira. The two men entered the Brazilian Football Confederation's building and after incapacitating the night watchman, stole the trophy. The trophy was not made of solid gold. It could not be melted into gold bars, and it would be worth much more if left intact, which is why the theory is that the original Jules Rimet is actually resting in some billionaire or politician or criminal's personal collection.
Bro, did he just say they incapacitated the guards? They think this is goddamn 007. They think this is a video game. They think this is a movie. Well, movies are based off of real life. The fact that actually worked. But you got to realize it's the 80s. They ain't really had cameras like that. That's why serial killers and stuff was very rampant around that time versus this time. It is almost impossible, virtually impossible, to get away with murder in this today's age because you got cameras on every street. You got a hidden camera there. You got a hidden camera here. It's a random civilian that's always recording somebody or recording something. That's why serial killers are like, yeah.
Syrian gun smugglers. We are finishing.
Whoa! In America, I speak for in America. I can't speak for them other countries. I know other countries always go through their own time, but I'm speaking from my privileged spot of being from America.
Or criminals.
What they say? Syrian who? What?
Syrian gun smugglers.
Gun smugglers.
We are finishing the video with the most outlandish theory out there. It's the conspiracy that Messi and Pedro were replicating the roots of gun smugglers in Syria.
What?
The goal they scored in a Clasico match. In the second leg of a Copa del Rey match against Real Madrid, Messi made one of his patented Messi runs, dribbling through and around and finding Pedro inside the box to slot it home. According to Syrian state-run TV station Adunia, the whole thing was staged to show Syrian rebels watching at home the best route for smuggling guns into war-torn Syria.
Bro, what the fuck? What they say?
It's accepted that the video was created as a gag or an attempt to embarrass the Syrian leadership, who played right into it by broadcasting it as fact.
Bro, people are so stupid, bro. That's them boomers, them old folk. Them old folk gonna believe anything that they see on the internet. You can't believe anything you see on the internet. Just because it has a big ass quote and a picture, now speaking to you Twitter folk, does not mean it's true. Just because you see a video with a watermark and it seems professionally done does not mean it's true. You always got to fact check, and the fact that people even believe this outlandish stuff and a high political power took it as fact, it's embarrassing, bro.
Into war-torn Syria. It's widely accepted that the video was created as a gag or an attempt to embarrass the Syrian leadership, who played right into it by broadcasting it as fact. Let me know any other crazy theories, and thanks for watching.
That is nuts, bro, right there. Serial gun smuggler is crazy. Hey, 7 minutes, 55 seconds. No football conspiracy theories. Let me know down in the comments which one you think is the wildest one. This definitely is the wildest one. They say Messi and company was over here. That was mapping Syria gun route trades, drug trafficking routes, bro. Look at this. Messi, his little run path, you can map that from Lebanon to Homs, and then he went straight diagonal to Pedro. To Dow Alzir, and then Pedro Tagul, and Nagul is Al Magladin. That's nuts right there, bro. How do people even think to make this shit up? And I didn't even notice the football pitch outline. How do people even think of nonsense like this, man? How about it's enough internet for today?